first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Allen. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Allen's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, lady.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Taking it right down Broadway. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Touchdown, New York Jets. Well, it was the big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. It costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. To throw again. Allen. It's brought in left side by Tate. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And the Bills first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 38 yards on the scamper there. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. To try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Jets 10, Bills 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Wilson Smith on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is pulled in by Herndon for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play.
But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Berrios. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A gain of 15.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Allen. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen. He's going to run, but he's got to... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jets 38
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Buffalo.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pass intended for number 82, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, Allen. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen now looks to throw. Firing quickly here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
82. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And here comes Berrios. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is...
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
It's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for the Bills. And even 70 yards. Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Number 21 is...
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
The tackle made.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, to not let him get downfield.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Darnold from the gun. He'll air this one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, 95 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Man, I got you. Man.
To throw is Darnold. Got a man. It's Mims. The 20, 10, and he is down deep into Buffalo territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Darnold now to throw. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On second down, it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 33. From the shotgun again to Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Allen's throw is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The Bills on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check it back, lady. Here we go. Motion.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
3 at the 47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 7. And the Bills first down.
On first down, Allen. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.